What's up, guys? And we're back with our second showcasing with none other than introduce yourselves, my fine young friend.
What's up, guys? Keanu from KilltheBlonde.
What's up, guys? We have KilltheBlonde on our second showcasing with Running with the Wolves promotion, and I want to say thank you again. Thank you, man. It means a lot that you're giving us the opportunity to showcase your band and your talent to the world. It really does mean a lot.
Having me, this is awesome. I was actually I'm kind of jealous when I get on this shit sooner.
Yeah, my bad, man. It won't happen again. So we're just gonna go straight into it. So how long have you're the vocalist of KilltheBlonde. How long have you been doing vocals? How long have you been in this line of work?
Funny story. I always sang when I was little, but I never thought it was good. So this is the first band I'm officially actually singing and screaming and stuff. Yeah, I just kind of got thrown into the fire. I was like, okay, let me just do it. So it's cool. I didn't want to do it at first. I didn't want to sing because I didn't think I was good, and then I just kind of did it, and it just kind of stuck. So I was like, I can get used to this.
Yeah, you guys are definitely slaying it. Prior to COVID, you guys are all over the place, and I respect the hell out of the grind, man.
Thank you, man.
So how'd you guys come about?
So this band was a thing since 2018. We were under a new name. We were under a new name. We released one song under that name, and we just disbanded because just interests. I joined other bands. I went to school, so I kind of put the band in the back burner. One day I woke up, I think last year, I woke up and I wanted to start a side project, but I didn't want to change everything. I didn't want to I felt like I got so far, I didn't really want to start over. So I was like, fuck it, let's just do it, let's start over. And mind you, this is the first time I've actually started a band from the ground up. No help, no nothing,
Yeah.
So I came up with the name, I came up with the logo, I hit people up to get the promotion going, and then hit up our boy Randy.
Yeah.
To record the first two singles that I've had for 3 years in my head. And this was not a serious thing, it was for fun, it was a side project to see where it went. And the first two singles blew up, and I was like, okay, maybe I should continue to do this for a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just kind of I was bored. I wanted to start a side project, something that's, gonna probably speak to people. And I did not expect the reception that our first two singles got. And it's kind of insane how, I don't want to say luck, but I guess the right place, the right time.
Yeah.
That's, people just respected us, and yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty awesome, pretty scary because you don't expect yourself to get that much momentum so early on in your career. But
yeah,
I guess
you guys were running on all 6 cylinders when you guys came out, and it's damn, this came out of left field, but it was a good thing. The scene needed
it's funny. I didn't expect it either. I released one song just for fun, and Randy was like, bro, your song is going viral. I was like, what?
Absolutely,
He's
bro. It was called If Only You Knew, right?
It was Want Me Dead first, and then If Only You Knew. If Only You Knew actually doubled. If Only You Knew doubled Want Me Dead. So Randy was like, yeah, no, you can't quit. You can't. All right, you know what? Yeah. So I found a band after, I found members and stuff like that, and I just decided to make this a full-blown band, and KilltheBlonde was born.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Like I said, you guys came out swinging. And I think I told a few people this, that you guys kind of started the rebirth of our local scene. You know what I mean? The scene wasn't really active until you guys came out.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to take that. I was like, what? Because I was very out of the scene for a long time, just a lot of shit, and then I was just kind of, again, I went to school, I was trying to get my life together.
Yeah.
I guess this band kind of reignited the fire. I was like, wow, I never lost it, and it's just weird because metalcore, it's a dying genre at times too.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's weird how people just fed into it. I was like our songs are about like, you know, killing people and like shit and all that stuff. Like our videos fucking me finding a girl and fucking slicing your head off or something and shit like that. But like it's people love it. I was like, wow, horror fan. I'm a horror fan myself, you know, a horror fan, all things dark and gothic. So the band's based off that kind of tone, and I didn't think there was like a market for that kind of style, especially like in the local scene.
Yeah.
And people just love it. They're like, oh, I love horror, I love metal, and I love all things creepy, and you guys pull it off well. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's definitely bittersweet because it's like, it's ironic because it's like not the most positive message, but it's also cool that people, you know, take the time to tell you that they found you from fucking UK or fucking Germany and shit like that. So I was like, wow, so you're going that far too. So.
Yeah.
It's pretty, yeah.
No, dude, like I said, much respect. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think the scene wouldn't be at, I mean, prior to COVID, but if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think the scene would be the way it is right now. And I feel like it's slowly growing bigger and bigger, you know?
You kind of have to just like, it's just like, yeah, you just got to be there for each other. It's just like,
yeah, definitely. So, you guys kind of follow, like, I guess I wouldn't say horrorcore, if you guys want to call it that.
it's a meme. Like, it wasn't horrorcore, but like everyone kept saying it, so I kind of just use horrorcore as like a meme.
Yeah.
You do, and people go along with it, so I was like, fuck it, I guess we're a horrorcore band now.
So what would you say the band's main influence is? Like, how do you guys follow that creativity?
For me, it's a little weird. Like, so I played, I was in band and orchestra in high school, and I kind of grew a love for instruments such as piano, such as, you know, or violin, orchestra, fucking stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm also big into theater stuff. So I kind of like to put a lot of that old school gothic twists in our music.
Yeah.
To not only make it heavy, but also more, what's the word?
Cynical?
Yeah, the actual cynical. But bands like Census Fail, I love, Sum 41, Iceland Kills, that's a big one people say we are.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And like, I hated it at first. I was like, I don't want to sound like them, but like now I'm like, you know, we really don't sound like them. Like, yeah, but they are a little different.
Yeah.
Motionless in White, New Year's Day, and then we had we have bands like, I mean, my guitar player likes a lot of As a Lady Dying, Chelsea Grin, like old school like melodic bands and deathcore bands. So it's like our music varies from like punk all the way to like deathcore, which is cool, but yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah, no, that's good. The more, the better. You know, we always gotta expand horizons. Sooner or later, you're gonna be rapping. You never know, man. So, sorry about that. So, what? COVID has put everything on a pause, unfortunately. What is next for you guys? Even though COVID is pretty much putting everything on ice. What is next for you guys?
So we had a lot of stuff planned pre-COVID, before COVID happened.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our plans had to halt because it just, the budgeting, and we were supposed to go to the studio 2 months ago. That couldn't happen. We were supposed to go on a mini tour. That couldn't happen. Music videos, promos, all that stuff. And so that really set us back a lot. Like maybe like a couple, maybe 3 to 4 months, even a year. Because we were starting to write music after our EP was released. We couldn't do that because COVID happened. Member changes, all that stuff. But now I'm kind of looking at it as a good thing because it's like now we have 3 to 4 songs done, you know, and
ready to go, ready to release.
Instead of just rushing it now, I kind of look at it like, okay, let's take a step back. We have songs done already. We can, you know, we can get music videos to them. We can get the press, the perfect way to release stuff without just releasing it. So I kind of find this as a good thing to happen because I mean it sucks we have to like postpone it maybe for like another year until the shit ever ends.
Yeah.
But it's also good because again we don't have to rush anything. We can take our time. We can save money doing it. We can, you know, get the perfect product, the best product we can get, as opposed to just releasing a music video that's like, you know, a couple grand and, you know, getting nothing. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
No, I feel you. Put in what you get what you put out, you know.
I also started a lot of side stuff, not music related. I'm starting up a really cool line soon, very, very soon, that you guys are going to be able to see.
Dope.
Can't give too much away yet, but yeah, it's cool. It's it'll be up shortly. Yeah, I'm just writing a lot, doing a lot of just meditating, working. I'm just trying to, as much as I love music, I have to kind of like step away.
Other options and whatnot.
Yeah, I have to like think about like my mental health too.
Yeah, I feel you.
With it. But like we're in a good place. We're going to the studio next Friday to record a song, get a video for that done, get some promos for that done. Yeah, things are going well. I can't complain. We're all killing it. Just working a lot, making money, saving money, trying not to let COVID and whatever's going on in the world right now fucking mess up our fucking mindset. Even though it's shitty what's going on, but you kind of have to, you know, isolate yourself and look at the big picture and be like, shit's gonna be okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like 2020 has been like a complete bust so far for everybody, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we gotta make the best of it, you know.
Yeah, I think 2020 is canceled in my book. It's not it's a no for me, dog.
So, what's your favorite part about this line of work, and what's your least?
Favorite? Wow. I guess I'm always working. I'm always keeping my mind exercised and not really sleeping, and I just like doing it. I like getting up in the morning, setting up phone calls with you, setting up, you know, press, getting lyrics written, going to the studio, getting songs done. Like, it's a lot of work, but I like doing it because it doesn't make me go crazy sometimes. I don't have to just sit in my house all day and watch TV and play video games. The worst thing about it is I'm too critical for myself. I feel like, I mean, I think many musicians can relate. I think a lot of us have a mindset of like, if we don't make the perfect product, people aren't gonna like it, and it's gonna set us back more.
Ooh, yeah. It's kind of difficult. Sorry to cut you off. It is difficult, because music is an art, you know. But sometimes you're always, I have to appeal to the masses, you know. You gotta appeal to your fan base, and it's like, how do I put myself in a box, or why would I put myself in a box to appeal to, you know, other people when, you know, music is art, and art is limitless creation by the imagination, you know. You can't really censor that.
And I think that you're always gonna have those fans who are gonna isolate themselves, like, oh, they went softer, they went heavier. But then you're gonna also have fans who are gonna stick with you till the end. You know, you're gonna, you know, and we're starting to see that. You know, our new music is way different from our older stuff. You know, better in my opinion. I'm scared because it might not be as good, but I know that we're still gonna have the same fans if they truly cared and just listen to whatever they want to listen to because it's us. I think also a big negative about this too, it's like we have to sacrifice a lot. You know, we miss a lot of things. You know, like I have to like, you know, especially touring, you have to like miss out on like birthday parties and shit like that, or like, so it's like there's a lot of stuff that you have to miss, like not having, you know, relationships, which luckily I'm not in one, so I don't have to have that strain on thinking about someone. But yeah, I can only imagine like what it's like to like be in like something that's serious with someone and then not being able to see them because you have to.
So you guys already like dived into like the touring aspect and the business aspect of music, and it's kind of, I guess, do you look at it differently now before prior to it, or?
Yeah, when I first started this band, I was very uneducated I was very like naive. I didn't know anything. I thought I was shit. And it's just kind of like there's a lot more to it than just writing music and playing shows. Like way more to it. I feel like shows are 5%, music's 5%. It's like business 95%. So
That's
that's what I've been learning. I've been learning more about the business side of it than as far as like the songwriting, because we could all write music like like that.
yeah.
But if you don't know how to market it, if you don't know how to promote it, then it's kind of just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I feel like business is just like the creation of music is kind of like the least thing you need to be in a a successful band at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like you just need a gimmick, an image, and you're good.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were never big on images. I hated gimmicks, and I hated having to be like, oh, we need to look like this to be bigger. But like, we have a gimmick now, as you've seen. Like we wear like we wear like face paint, eyeliner. I think my arms black and all that stuff like that. So we have a certain gimmick now, and I kind of felt weird like thinking about it, because I was like, I never want to do it, but it just fits our aesthetic too. We're not just doing it to be like, yeah, we gotta appeal to the masses. We're doing it because like it fits us, and it fits the style, and it fits our aesthetic, and we just like doing it. I like taking not 3 hours, like an hour painting my face for fucking 20 minutes. It doesn't. It's cool to me.
I feel that. Well, I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too. There's always sacrifice when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, and that's yeah, and it sucks because like there's some days where you just want to like give up and be like, nah, can I do this? But like, if you give up, you're not gonna be happy. So it's like, I'm gonna put in my 1,000 hours getting this shit to where I want to be, and then hopefully down the line I can settle down. Be like, hey, listen, I made it. I have time for you now. Let's do this. As opposed to right now. So it's like I'm giving my all right now to give back to the people, 5 or 10 years down the line, to be like, listen, I did all this stuff for you. Now I'm there. Now we can do this. So
if you can create a dream tour with 4 other bands, including your own band, what would it be? What's the bands you pick?
Local or?
It could be either local or it can be national act.
Wow, hard. There's a lot of bands like we fit into, because like we're not that heavy, but we're not that soft too, so it's kind of like the perfect opportunity. Ice Kills would have to be one of them.
Oratory.
Motionless and White has to be another one. Senseless Fail, I love those guys. There's a band called Dead. They're really good. They're pretty cool. Dead, D-E-D. They're pretty. You should check them out. They're like new metal, but like done right. No, I'm kidding. No. So that's Dead, Motionless and White, Iceland Kills. Fuck it, Beartooth. They seem fun. Fucking
Caleb's a fucking monster, bro. I fucking love Caleb.
Yeah, they seem fun. Who else, man? Yeah, and I don't know.
Escape the Fate, no falling verse. Not.
Probably Escape the Fate too. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. I actually saw them live and met them, so they were pretty chill.
Yeah, dude. Craig's a pretty chill guy. Fucking. I never met Ronnie though, but I know Craig. He's a pretty chill guy. He cool. Invited us on our tour bus, on his tour bus, and he made us drinks.
Yeah, you told me that a while ago. I got
a fucking highlight of my life, bro.
Yeah, you can text me about it. Oh, look what happened, like you bitch.
So, I mean, we talked about the plans that you currently have now. In 5 to 10 years, where do you like to see KTB? Where do you want to see them at?
I like to use the acronym KTB. I love it. 5 to 10 years. I mean, that question can vary. I mean, I would want to say, you know, touring, but at the same time, it's a broad statement. I just want to see us continue to grow, continue to have people relate to our music, and, you know, like, even if you aren't the biggest band in the world, or even if you don't, quote unquote, make it, as long as I can still keep doing this until hopefully the day I die, and still write the music I want to write and put the passion in it, I'll be okay with that.
That's what's up.
So yeah, as long as people can still mosh to our music and relate to it and feel some type of way, I don't care the status we are. Granted, it would be nice to be more, like, you know, bigger, but like,
Yeah.
it doesn't, you know, I don't really look for that, like, I'm starting a band just to be that big, you know. I'm kind of just
The passion. You get
yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And I think it's showing. I think it's you know, starting to show off a little bit. You know, like, I've been doing this for a long time. I mean,
yeah, dude. Yeah, you have. I can vouch for that.
I know KilltheBlonde's like kind of like, we're still like on a smaller spectrum, but like, even like I think when I met you, what, 3 years ago?
In 2012.
Damn.
It's been a minute, bro.
We were in bands together. Freaking me and Kevin were in bands together.
Yeah.
Doing this for a long time, so like, I can safely say now, like, I feel like this is the band that like was meant for me to be in. Yeah, it's horror based, freaking dark. You know, the band members, we all get along great. I can write about anything I want without people, like, you know, like, without
castling you and whatnot.
Yeah, so it's. I think this is a good thing. I'm actually really glad that, like, the fact that I started a band from the ground up is scary to think about, but I guess it just kind of worked out, and I don't regret it at one bit. So yeah, that's basically where I see the band, just continue to do it, play shows, tour the world, break tour buses, break, you know, slay blondes. You know.
That's my next question. How did you come up with that name? Like, every band has their origin. Like, what came up? What made you decide to go with KilltheBlonde?
There's really no like deep meaning behind the name. I just thought it sounded cool. I worked at Starbucks 2 years ago, and there's blonde coffee, my favorite kind of coffee. And you know, this is going around like noon, like 12 o'clock, whatever. We used to cut the blonde. We used to say kill the blonde, like kill the blonde, and I was like, wow, that's pretty sick. I kept that name like throughout my whole my whole life, like kill the blonde. I was like, that's pretty sick. And then when I started the band name, I was like, I need a band name, and I was like, Kill the Blonde sounds catchy.
Yeah.
And I had the logo too, like the old our old, like, if you saw our old school logo, Kill the Blonde, with the O with there's an O with her head in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it just fit. I was like, this is the name. Like, we're not taking too seriously. We're not, you know, trying too hard. It's like a fun name, but it's not.
It's just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sponsored by Starbucks sooner or later, but, you know.
I hope so. Get my own coffee. Killer Blonde, Killer Coffee.
So you guys clearly have like a certain style to the band.
Yeah.
Explain the songwriting process. Like, how do you go about writing songs like "You Want Me Dead" or go about how what's your songwriting process?
Well, Want Me Dead and If Only You Knew, those were a little different because I wrote those songs on my own before I actually had I had a band. Want Me Dead, funny story, with Relatia, go back to Relatia. I wrote a song with an old member.
You have Relatia?
Malachi Kills?
Malachi, not Relatia.
They call it Relatia, so.
Oh, it's whatever.
So, I wrote a song with their old member. Long story short, it spawned it into Want Me Dead. I never used that song for anything. I was like, the song is so good, but it doesn't fit. I use it for, and then I use it for this band. I went to Randy again. I re-recorded it. So the song Want Me Dead was already written like 3 or 4 years ago. It just was never like it was never like had a home. Yeah, so that was done. That was the first song I put as like a test, like as a teaser to see how this
So everyone would react to it.
Yeah, and it's a softer song too, so it's not heavy. So it's like I was trying to tickle their taint to be like, hey, we're not a heavy song.
Yeah.
And yeah, that did well. The reception did great, and then shortly after, I did "If Only You Knew" with my friend. I recorded in Connecticut with a friend, just demoed it, and went to Randy again to get that song out. At the time, I had a full band, or I had like half a band. And for the rest of the EP, I kind of, our guitar player LJ, Lorenzo, he helped me finish the song Victim in Disguise and Rewritten. And those were ideas I had again like 3 years ago too. I just never had like an idea to get them out.
Yeah.
But I guess the story of like songwriting, there's really no way we do it. Like I usually have an idea written down or like recorded, and then the rest will chime and be like, oh, this sounds cool. So it usually takes 2 to 3 people to like even finish the song. Like not like a full band anymore. Like the new songs we're writing on, the new songs we're working on, sorry. They were already done because we just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's like weird. It's like it doesn't take a lot for us to do things. It's just more like we just come up with ideas and just work with it there.
Yeah.
You know, and then we just pre-pro it later. Like we fix stuff up later, and then we go to the studio. It's actually better. It's actually better because like we were supposed to go to the studio, I think like last month to get the song done, but again, because of COVID, we decided to actually do something different and track it ourselves.
How'd that go?
Yeah, track it ourselves and then send it off to get it mixed, which you never done before. So we did that as kind of like to test ourselves to see what it sounds like. Yeah, so we're probably going to be doing that for a little bit, write songs ourselves at a studio, because my buddy has a studio at his house. We go to his house and record it, and then we'll send it off. And yeah.
That's what's up, dude. It's easier on the wallet too, bro. Trust me.
Way easier on the wallet. God.
I know. I know. Well, you pretty much answered this, but what inspires you to keep moving forward? Like instead of you calling it quits, like what inspires you to keep pushing and pushing and pushing toward your goals, and towards the things that make you happy for this band?
Just
happiness, imagination.
People, honestly, like the support that we've been getting, the reception, it's great. That kind of makes me move forward, you know. Like again, this is the first band that I've actually been in like seriously, and the fact that people actually like what we're doing, and the fact that people think it's different and not contrived, and you know, and they see it because I'm putting my passion into this band as opposed to just writing, you know, heavy music for people. It's, again, I'm putting a lot of my own personal stuff into it, you know, like dark themes, horror stuff, you know, and I kind of built the whole band off that because it's kind of what I always wanted to do as a musician. I just never knew what my theme was until this band was a thing. And when KilltheBlonde started out too, I had no idea what we were, as far as image, as far as genre, as far as message. And I think after the EP came out, we all kind of just sat down and we're like, I think we're on something.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep that same momentum going, that same vibe going, and it's weird. It's like the story kind of wrote itself.
Yeah.
So move forward. I just like doing it. It's the passion, and you know, I don't care how much money I have to spend to do it. I know if I keep doing it, it's gonna eventually rub off to the right people.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have, bro. That is definitely a good mindset to have.
I'm talking to you, you know, I didn't think I have a second interview with you, you know, I mean, because we go way back too. So
yeah.
The fact that I'm telling you my life story with this, it's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
Because when this band started out, it was just kind of like an idea.
Yeah.
Like, it's also hard too, because like a lot of you can't lose your head. You know, you can't have a big head and be like, oh, we're the shit. Like you kind of have
Absolutely,
to.
yeah.
You have to. You have to know who you are.
Yeah, you gotta sometimes humble yourself. Also,
That's-
it takes 10 years. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time. There's a band called Ginger, and I found out that they've been at it for like 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not a fan?
No, I've actually never heard them, so I really.
You never heard of Ginger? What?
I've heard like one song from them.
Oh.
It's a girl. Isn't it a girl singer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them.
She's a fucking boss, bro. But nah, man. Like with this, I don't expect, you know, immediate success. I gotta, like I said, I have a lot to learn with this promotion thing, and you know, but one step at a time. And I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to be a part of this showcase, this promotion. You know, I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for actually, you know, thank you for hitting me up and doing this. This is awesome. I love doing these things. I'm also very awkward because I stutter a lot.
I do it. Same thing.
Right.
So it's just like, shit. What am I gonna say? You know.
It's cool though, because like we're helping each other build, helping me build, and
Yeah. That's
I mean,
for this.
as long as I can like, I mean, I know what's going on. I mean, the world is like shit right now, and things going on. Fucking, you know, it's in shambles. But like, if I can make somebody feel good for like 20-30 minutes a day, whether it's our music, whether it's watching us, whether watch this interview, that's I've done my job. You know, I don't, you know, I know how it feels to like feel trapped, especially in like a vile world like this. And
Yeah.
if somebody ever, you know, tells me that I made them feel better because of what they're going through, that's the greatest feeling ever, you know. And again, our songs aren't the most uplifting songs either, but
it makes the listener feel at peace. Whoever's listening to you, it just makes them feel at peace in that. I feel you, man.
That's why I keep doing this. I guess that's the answer. Yeah, that's why I keep doing this. I just want to make people feel like they're not alone, that they're not, you know, isolated, and you know, I just like my music for that reason.
Give me a webcam hug right now, bro.
And the girls, of course.
Webcam hug. There we go. Yeah, bring it in.
And the girls, of course, but like, nah, I'm good.
All right, man. Well, this is it with Keanu from KilltheBlonde. This is running with the Wolves promotion. I fucked that up completely, but tomorrow's another day. Much respect, man. Again, I wish you the best in your journey, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you around.